Hi, I'm Chris, and today I'll be demonstrating how to administer oral medication. The first thing I'm going to do is gather my supplies, which I already have. This will be my medication cart for this demonstration. And the second thing is make sure that I know the correct actions, the nursing considerations, the safe dose range, the purpose, and the adverse effects of all the medication I'll be administering. Next, I'll wash my hands.
Would you like to take it yourself, or would you like help?
So I have the medication cart outside the patient's room right now, and I also have my medication administration record. So what I would do is I would take my medication administration record and I would select the proper medication for this patient, and then I would also compare the medication administration record to the labels on the medication for that patient. So once I've done all that, I can unlock the medication cart and I can take out the medication that I need. So what I have here is I have unit dosage medication. In order to administer this, I would bring it into the patient's bedside before I opened it, and then after I open it, I'd be very careful not to touch the medication inside, and I would put that into a medication cup. For a multi-dose administration, I would open the medication and I would pour the correct dose into the cap, and then from the cap into the medication cup. Goodness. And then for liquid administration, I would place the label of the medication in the palm of my hand. I'd open the lid, and then I would make sure that the measuring container is at my eye level, and I would pour the liquid in, and I would make sure that I wiped the lip of the bottle with a paper towel afterwards. So those are my 3 different types of medication for PO. Next, I'm going to wash my hands again, and then I'm going to double check the patient's ID, and then we'll start administering. So wash my hands one more time. So now I'm just taking the medication into the patient's room and applying gloves. So now I'm going to identify my patient. I'm also going to inform the patient of the action, the purpose of this medication. I'm also going to inform the patient and double check everything. I'm going to double check all the rights for the medication, the right patient, the right dose, the right time, the right documentation, the right medication, and the right route. So once all those are good, and I still have my medication administration record with me, so now I have my medications. So I'm double checking the medication administration record one more time alongside with the patient identification. So I'm using 2 different sources. I'm asking the patient their date of birth and full name. So he says it, and I'm checking the band on the patient's arm. I'm checking his name, date of birth, and I can also check that again with the date of birth and the patient's name in the medication administration record. While I'm here, I'm also double checking any allergy bracelets, anything like that. I'm going to properly position the patient also, which the patient is already above. I'm going to go a little bit higher. We want the patient above 45 degrees. And I've already washed my hands and I have my gloves on. Administering the medication. I do one more check before I administer the medication. I double check the MAR one more time. I double check all the labels one more time and confirm that the patient doesn't have any allergies. I'd also assess the patient, make sure that all of their vital signs are within the correct range for the medication that I'm administering. So I know of any adverse effects, any fluctuations in the vital signs that may occur after I administer this medication. So I'd give the patient their medication, and then I'd make sure that I give them water or whatever the approved fluid is to take that medication. I would make sure that they're comfortable, remove my PP and wash my hands. I'd also make sure that I scan their barcode, and that's it.